So there are a lot of Jaws knockoffs out there, like so many to count. But there is some good Jaws knockoffs. And by that I mean it's not when they involve a shark. Usually when it comes to Jaws knockoffs, especially like after the post Jaws animal attack era, that was golden. Like those were there are some bad movies in there, don't get me wrong. And even the some I'm going to mention are not exactly great either. But there are like a good number of Jaws animal attack movies that are definitely, I think, worth people's time. But we're going to talk about my personal favorite among all of them. And I do have a few favorites, whether it be Piranha or Grizzly. Um, though, like if I was to say, Piranha would be third place, Grizzly would be at second place. But this is by far my favorite of the Jaws knockoffs, like without a doubt. And since we are still in the summer of Jaws, um, let's talk about it. Like let's actually like talk about like our Jaws like let's talk about another Jaws centric topic, and that is Alligator. I think Alligator is by far my favorite of the Jaws films. Um, Without a doubt, it is arguably the most solid of these movies. I think it is definitely one that has so much going for it. It definitely has, in terms of like dread and also like campy fun, and arguably some really great scenes as well. Um, I think Alligator. I think Alligator is a it was actually my first Jaws knockoff movie I'd ever seen. I remember watching it way too young on Sci-Fi on or classic Sci-Fi Channel. You guys remember the Sci-Fi Channel back when it was like, back when the Sci-Fi Channel wanted to do like monster movies and things like that. You guys remember that when it used to, do all that? Um that's when I saw Alligator for the first time. I think I was like 10, like if the memory serves, like I was 10 years old when Alligator first came on, and it was not censored, or at least like I think that's the thing with animal attack movies is that they're not exactly a censored movie. Um, yeah, so the movie is set in the 1980s New York. And a alligator that was flushed down the sewer years ago has been feeding off of animals that have been exposed to growth hormones via um, dogs that have been taken off the street by some guy who looks like just literally has looks like pedo over his head at all times. And he was giving these dogs to a scientist who was giving growth hormones and was killing the animals. But the growth hormones were still in there, and the alligator had been feeding off them, and is now stalking the sewers, feeding on animals. Um, I really do like. And then we follow a cop who is trying to prove that this animal is real, and slowly the alligator makes itself more and more known. There's actually like some legit dread when it comes to this movie. I think there is some solid, terrifying moments, like when the alligator's chasing him and his partner. I think there is also like some solid moments when the alligator and it's a dumb scene, but it's fun. Like the alligator literally breaks out of the breaks out of the street, but it's clearly just an regular alligator breaking through a mini set and then smashing a fucking nearby car. Like he just breaks a car. One of the two best scenes I think in this movie are without a doubt when it comes to the animal. When it comes to this film, are when these two kids are playing like these three kids are playing pirates at a sleepover, and the alligator is hiding in the pool, and you don't see it till they turn on the lights at the last second when they make the little boy walk the plank. And that's the first time I saw a kid get killed in a movie. I had never thought, like, I always had this thing of like kids were untouchable in movies, so like to have that actually happen was um was actually really cool. I was like, holy shit, kids can die in a movie. That's insane. Like I literally had that whole thought process of like, holy shit, you could actually have a kid die in a movie, and I never thought that was possible. And they fucking killed that kid dead. It's funny because also Grizzly has that too, of like having a kid get his limbs ripped off by the grizzly, and then Piranha, you see a fuck ton of kids get eaten. Yeah, it's like Jaws didn't want to kill kids. Well, they all wanted to copy the Kittner. Let me rephrase that. They didn't want to kill more than one kid, but everyone else who did Jaws movies were just like, fuck it, we ball. All the other Jaws knockoffs. And the other scene I want to talk about is the other Jaws movie I want to really talk about. The alligator scene. I am so fucking tired. Holy shit. I have not gotten any shit. And why the fuck is my phone going off as many as times it is? Anyway. As I was saying, the other scene I want to talk about is just the alligator rampage scene where the gator just proceeds to attack a rich folks soiree, rips the mayor into pieces, and crushes this other bald bastard in the car with his tail. Just proceeds to just smash it with his tail for no other reason than fuck that person. And it also, like, the big coming in party is just the gator comes in and eats one of the maids, and then proceeds to just kill everything in sight. It's a great animal rampage scene. Anyway, so there you go, guys. My favorite of the Jaws knockoff movies is Alligator. But I do debate, like, Grizzly is Alligator 2 sucks. Same as Grizzly 2 absolutely sucks. But if like some days it is Grizzly, but the more I thought I was like, yeah, Alligator I have more fun with. And it also has this 70s grit crime drama feel to it. So I think that also gives it an edge, is that it has that kind of 70s gritty grindhouse kind of feel too. But anyway, so there you go, guys. That's my favorite Jaws knockoff. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what is your favorite Jaws knockoff? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.